For latest updates, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon.
We have the word AD code. This is used very regularly while doing registration of the exporter or the importer in EDI in customs, and it is also very prevalently used when drawback or any other credit is to be made and the figures do not get reflected into the bank accounts of the exporters. The word AD stands for authorized dealer, which in other words is the bank, and the code is a code given to a particular branch of the bank by the Reserve Bank of India, and it is this number which is called the AD code, which has to be shown on the documents that are being filed in Indian customs, so that there is a good linkage between the custom system and the bank whose AD code has been put up over there. ADC, Assistant Drugs Controller. ADC NOC is when the shipping bill or the bill of entry along with drug controller documents are sent to the office of the ADC for an NOC. Without the NOC of the Assistant Drugs Controller, goods covered by the Assistant Drug Controller will not be released by Indian Customs. ADC is a PGA, that is a participating government agency. Adjudication. Very often, whenever we present a consignment to Indian Customs, either on import cycle or on export cycle, there is a possibility that some mistake has taken place. Either the importability or the exportability was not there, or there has been a mistake in the declaration or in the valuation. There can be a number of reasons why a mistake could have taken place. That mistake may be deliberate or it may have happened inadvertently. Whenever such a case comes up, the customs will do what is known as a quasi-judicial process, and that is adjudicate the consignment or the file, and an officer will listen to you, see your submissions and decide whether you did something deliberately or it happened by mistake. This process of quasi-judicial processing to ascertain whether something was wrong or incorrect or whether it happened by mistake is called adjudication. In normal processing, the Assistant Commissioner, the Deputy Commissioner, the Additional Commissioner, Joint Commissioner and Commissioner, each of them have been given specific values for adjudication, which means that if the value is up to a certain level, it would be adjudicated by Assistant Commissioner. If the value is more, it would go to a senior officer and so on and so forth. Airway bill. Airway bill is a document of transport for air cargo. It is the same nomenclature whether it is used on imports or it is used on exports. If the airway bill is issued by the carrier, that is the airline directly, it is known as master airway bill, and if the document is issued by an agent, an IATA agent, then it is known as a house airway bill. Amendment. We use this word amendment very regularly. We use the word airway bill amendment, we use the word bill of lading amendment, we use the word shipping bill amendment, we use the word bill of entry amendment, we use the word IGM amendment, we use the word EGM amendment. So the word amendment is used very easily and very often. Amendment would be where you make a change in whatever has already been presented. So when an airway bill has already been executed, you execute an airway bill and thereafter any change is to be done, we use the word amendment of air bill. A bill of lading is issued. Once the bill of lading has been issued and any parameter or detail on the bill of lading, if it has to be amended, we use the word bill of lading amendment. Similarly, when a shipping bill needs any change in any of the details or a bill of entry needs change in any of the details, we use the word shipping bill amendment or bill of entry amendment. The word amendment is never used alone, it is always used along with something else. And we need to remember that we have to use the word amendment in connection with something else. APEDA, Agricultural Produce Export Development Authority. This is another PGA, participating government agency, who looks after exports of agri products. Anybody who wants to export goods which are covered by agri have to have an APEDA registration. Appraising or appraisement. Whenever a document is filed in customs, it is the job of the importer to self-assess the shipping bill or the bill of entry. When the appraiser checks it, the word used is appraising or appraisement. So whenever one uses the word, my document is in appraising, my document is in assessment, my document has been appraised, or the document has been assessed, it is something we refer to that the appraising officer is the person who has worked on that document and got it appraised for custom purposes. Assessable value. Whenever a shipping bill or a bill of entry is assessed by Indian Customs or is self-assessed by an importer or an exporter, there has to be a value on the basis of which the assessment is done. The value on the basis of which the assessment is done is called assessable value. On import cycle in India, assessable value is CIF of the import consignment. On export cycle, assessable value is FOB for that particular export. The importance of assessable value comes up when we use the word counter signature by assistant commissioner or deputy commissioner. The importance also comes up when a particular shipping bill or a bill of entry has to be adjudicated, basis that the value of the assessable value, the adjudicating officer gets decided whether he will be the assistant commissioner or the deputy commissioner, he would be the additional commissioner or the commissioner, is decided basis the assessable value of what is called offending goods. Counter signature. In Indian customs, the concept is that for values of a shipping bill or a bill of entry above a certain amount, the bill of entry or the shipping bill has to be countersigned by the assistant commissioner or the deputy commissioner who is in charge of that particular unit. So whenever a document goes to an assistant commissioner or a deputy commissioner, we use the word that it has gone for counter signature, and when he signs it, we say that AC or DC has countersigned it or the document has been assessed. Authority letter. Custom brokers work on behalf of exporters and importers. They have to go to various stakeholders, that is custodians, shipping lines, airlines, other forwarders, transporters, PGAs, Chamber of Commerces. The number can be huge. At any point in time, somebody can ask the licensed custom broker or the freight forwarder that you are coming here on whose behalf, you are coming here on whose authority. So it is very common for us as custom brokers to ask for a letter of authority from our exporter or importer authorizing us to act on their behalf, authorizing us to collect documents and cargo on their behalf. It is a very important document, and custom brokers should always insist that the authority letter is prepared and signed by the exporter or the importer himself.
For detailed learning of all logistics subjects, visit www.logiveda.com.